big bigs. I'm talking about all the way up the food chain. Robert Zemeckis, Steven Spielberg, another fallen comrade, used to live in San Francisco. He had a little show called Mork and Mindy. Trying to think of his name. Robert Williams. Yeah. I mean, I could go on. But the fact is that when one or two of our panelists do have to leave, you just, how long we got you for, dear? Nicole, we got you for what? 15, 20 minutes? How long we got you?
No, a little bit longer than that.
A little bit longer than that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Tori, how long we got you for, brother?
Half hour.
About a half an hour? All right, so as soon as Tori makes his exit, we're going to put Vince in there. But remember, as far as pinch hitters go, you could do a lot worse. He's cracking them right over the yard, okay? All right. So, without further ado, my name is Marty Anaya. You are here, and we're going to try to switch this background up. Where's my maestro is? We're going to switch that background up in just a minute so we can get our website up there. Maestro, can we get the website up? Is there any way that can happen? Their Wi-Fi's are down? Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, maybe we can find some pictures. We'll see what we can do. But meanwhile, let me just tell you, it's CaliforniaFilm.net, CFF, the California Film Foundation. Accept no substitutes, ask for it by name. We've been here since dirt. In the way of just a little bit of a quick introduction, I just want you to know, we produced the Sacramento International Film Festival, the Sacramento Black Film Festival, Cinesol, which, by the way, that's all this man right here, putting it down. You know, he's pulling up chairs, he's acting, he's doing everything at the same time. So, again, thank you, my brother Vince. My man back in the back over here, that's it. That's Richard Burnshead right there. He's not just the projectionist, he's also the man who helps us to cull through all these movies. He's our program director. So you're getting the brain trust here. It's not just some folks that are being kind enough to volunteer for us, but you know, our volunteers are the heavy hitters. Some of them have PhDs behind their names and they're still volunteering. How about that? All right? Okay, now having said all that, I want you, if you are, how many people are already a member of the California Film Foundation? You've already signed up, you're a member on California Film, loud and proud, raise it up high, up high, up high. All right, how many people don't even know what I'm talking about right now? Put your head up. All right, so it's the California, all right, thank you for your honesty, sir. It's the California Film Foundation, and that is CaliforniaFilm.net. And if you don't know, you need to know, because we do things a little bit differently. Number one is our focus is on professionals. Everybody on the stage today is a professional, meaning they do this as a large part of what they do to put change in their pocket, okay? Now, that's not to disparage or dissuade anybody from listening to other folk, but we like to keep our focus on folks that do this for a living. Can I get an amen? Amen. All right. Because if it's not show business, it's show off? Yeah, or something. Because if you can't make dollars, it don't make right. I'm sure there's a lot of other cliches I can come up with, but y'all understand what I'm saying. The point is that we're trying to make a living to do this, and so we're trying to listen to people who have and who do. Right? Right? Can I get an amen? Okay, so that's where we are. That's what we do. You're never going to get no whack, kind of like somebody that just kind of really doesn't really have no business being up there. No pressure, y'all. You're going to get the real, okay? Now, one thing that we did today with the Urban Film Summit is we want to really drill down on what are some of the challenges, and so just to frame a little bit, what are some of the challenges and pitfalls that we have to deal with in this industry? Originally, the Urban Film Summit was part of our Sacramento Black Film Festival. It still is, really, Cinesol. But the point is, specifically to those challenges for our black and brown brothers and sisters, mi gente, los Latinos, that are, I guess I'm the only one. Okay, well, oh, I got one more. My brother. Por la raza. All right. Like I looked around, I started to feel lonely. Thank you, my brother. The point is that we originally kind of envisioned this with a specific kind of focus on African American and Latino filmmakers and some of the challenges that are specific. Over time, though, we widened it out because you know what? All my vanilla brothers and sisters got challenges and problems too, and we all do, and we can all learn from each other. Can we get one more amen? We can all learn from each other. So, with that said, I would like to just kind of welcome you and kind of just hopefully frame the conversation thusly. We're going to have time to get to your questions and answers. But the gentleman that's going to lead this conversation for about the next hour, and by the way, right after this, please stay tuned, because at 6 o'clock tonight, we're going to have the Fashion on Film, talking about two great tastes that taste great together, fashion on film, that are going to be in the house. We're going to have models, designers. We're going to have a couturier from Los Angeles, California, that is now here with us, but she's the only couturier on the West Coast. She's going to be in the house. When I say on the West Coast, I mean in this region. Can I get an amen on that? That's going to be here tonight. And we're going to be talking about how to put together that Fashion on Film program. And then at 4 o'clock in between, so y'all might want to just go get like an energy bar or something. Run over there. I got some chips for you. When you just need to hang out, keep that booty posted right in that seat. We'll let you get up and stretch a little bit, but I'm just saying you need to be in there like swimwear. You understand what I'm talking about? All right. Now, having said that, can I just introduce this man right here? My brother Ed Fletcher has been in this vicinity working at the Sacramento Bee as a journalist for more years than he would probably prefer me to mention, so I won't. But let's just to say that Ed Fletcher is a professional journalist who works for the Sacramento Bee. That is his trade. That's how he makes his butter. And this is how he also helps us as a community to understand and to really kind of make sense of our world. That's what Ed does on the daily. In his other life, he's also a filmmaker, an award-winning filmmaker. We saw to that personally at the Sacramento Film Festival. But he had a movie that literally, Ed, brought a tear to my eye. Not too many movies can do that for me anymore, called La Chapeau Geniale. And I'll let him talk about it. But as the man that's going to lead us through the next hour, I would like to have you help me give a very, very warm welcome to Mr. Ed Fletcher.
Thank you very much, Marty. Let's give it up to Marty, the man who's making it all happen here. Thank you for being here on this day. It's a beautiful day. You had a lot of choices on what you could do with this day, and we're thankful that you're spending it here with us. We've got a great panel of actors, models, film people, and we're excited to talk and to learn, to share from each other, and we'll be passing the mic around. I will say, I guess, one quick word. One Marty's gonna.
I was remiss. You know what? I totally shanked it. Take two. It's movies. We can do take two, right? Okay, take two. I'm gonna pass it back over, the baton back over. But you know what? I was totally remiss in doing. I was totally remiss in mentioning the fact that you know where we are right now. Do you know where you've gathered? You're at Carol's Books. This is the oldest African-American bookseller in Sacramento. Y'all need to come back here, or even today. You don't even have to come back. You can do it right now today. And look and pick out a book and buy a book. Buy some of these wonderful arts and crafts, because she's doing this. I'm not paying her for this. She's doing this out of the kindness of her heart. That's Sharon back there. Everybody give it up for Sharon. Look at her. Hey, Sharon. She supports the community 365. She's here on Del Paso Boulevard. Now look, I went to Grant High School, as you can probably tell by listening to me right now. But look, hey, can I be honest with you? If it weren't for people like Sharon who do what she does on the daily for this community, I don't know where we'd be. So Sharon, thank you so very much, dear. And please, y'all, please buy a book. If not today, at some point, buy a book. I could pass the hat around. I didn't. How much did it cost to get in here today? Oh, Lord. Okay, take that money and buy a book, all right? Can you get an amen? Amen. And now, Mr. Ed Fletcher.
One more commercial before we get into the introduction of the panel. The city is in the process of revising its community arts plan. It's called Creative Edge. If you've not been a part of that process to this point, please do Google Creative Edge Sacramento, and there's a survey that you can fill out and talk about your interests and what you think our community should be doing to strengthen the arts, and how do we improve the film and television and video economy and the acting economy here, so that we can all reach another level of success, and what can our government do to help us do that. So when you get home, Google Creative Ed Sacramento, fill out their survey, and tell them that you want to give them your thoughts. Pass on the information. All right, our panel. Lorraine Nicole is a actress and model. We're going to have each of you introduce yourselves, but let me first, Christina Castro, Rick Gott, and Tori Scoggins. Let's hear for our panel. Real quick about me, Marty did touch on my main job is a reporter at the Sacramento Bee. I've been there a long time, and as we've sort of evolved into doing more film and video, I was one of the people that have been at the forefront of experimenting with that. I've also sort of tried to stretch my legs creatively and got into screenwriting and film work, and for the last 3 years I've been developing first a screenplay and a documentary about a 1969 court case in Sacramento involving bottomless dancers called Do the Dance. I'm happy to tell you more about that, and in the second panel, my creative partner, DQ Hayes, will be here, so you're going to hear more about that, so I don't want to talk about that a lot. But one of the challenge for me has been, how do you keep the big project going while exploring other creative ideas, and what's the balance there between staying focused and being able to explore other creative ideas. So a couple of years ago, I had been challenging myself to do something with the fashion on film, and I had this idea and this story that my dad had told me about growing up in the cold and this hat that he didn't think that was cool. And I turned that into a screenplay, and DQ was the director on it, and we turned it into fashion on film. And we're proud of it, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about that since Marty talked about it. All right, enough talking, me passing the mic now. Introduce yourself, give me a couple-minute version of what's going on in your life and how we got to where we're at now.
My name is Lorraine Nicole. I am a singer, actually, so I'm an artist and a model here in Sacramento. I guess I can say from Southern California to Northern California. So I just continue to push the pavement and just to fight for the dream and for me to be great. How I got to this point is I had a goal, and I knew from young that I wanted to be a big idol, and I wanted to matter. And I've always sung, I've always been in choirs and in school plays and all kind of things. I just decided to be proactive in what my talents were, and so that led me to be a model and a singer, and yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Christina Nicole Castro. I am so proud to say that I've been a Sacramento born girl, and I have been a dancer, actor, singer my whole life. It's been a blessing to be able to share what I love to do as a three with the Sacramento community, and thank you for coming here today to ask me anything and hear from me. I started dancing thanks to my mom. She taught me elegance and poise. And then from there I gained the confidence to begin acting, and then through acting classes I took a musical theater class and sang, and I wouldn't sing in front of anyone, and then I loved it. I loved it so much. Being so brave and challenging yourself in front of people in live theater was exhilarating for me. And then I bridged the gap and I went to film, and I felt that was so exciting as well. It's just thrilled to be able to be in all the characters that I've been in, both from dramatic to fun to sassy, and I continue to do that today. I'm working on a film. I'm now doing my first job as a choreographer on film, and I'm also dancing in it, so that's very interesting to be behind the camera and in front and behind the scenes. I love it. And I just got hired on to be in a musical. It's called La Pastorela de Sacramento. It's a mix between being in Spanish and in English, so we'll be singing in Spanish and we'll be talking in English as well. So it's a beautiful gap. I continue to do it today, and thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Rick Gott, and I was born in Boston. But in 1980, I heard that there was a university in Sacramento that was free. And no one in the room is old enough to remember those prices. But I actually checked it out. I called them and said, like, I can't find your tuition in the catalog. They said, yeah, there's no tuition. So I'll be there. And I thought, well, this is a great place to finish my college education and get the heck out. And I fell in love with this incredible town in Sacramento in 1980. A couple of years in New York and several other places on the planet developing my craft, but I consider myself a Sacramentan, an artist in Sacramento. I also consider myself a hyphen. I have a hyphen, and I have lots of hyphens in my name. I've been an actor, director, producer, writer, dishwasher, and anything else. The teacher, yeah. Right now I teach at Natomas Charter School, Performing and Fine Arts Academy. I'm proud to say I'm in my 20th year there. 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, 120 kids in the cast. That's no big deal. This thing about Sacramento is that I've been allowed and blessed with being given a career here. I might have made it somewhere else, but I have no regrets. This is my town. So we'll leave it at that for now.
Hello, my name is Tori Scroggins. I am an actor, photographer, music video director. I've been in Sacramento for 5 years from Los Angeles, California. I came here to go to school, be closer to my family, and take the Sacramento theater community by storm. I started acting after a failed attempt at being in a boy band. I thought I could probably be a better actor than I was a singer, and I was right. So.
I haven't heard him sing, so I don't know.
All right, you probably sing all right.
I'll bet he's fine.
I'm just saying, these guys are way too modest. Like, for example, Rick didn't tell you that he's been in hundreds of commercials and films and big films that you've seen. Like, he didn't mention any of that. This guy did not mention his entire other career working in LA in fashion. Hello, we gotta he has to leave out of here, but I was trying really hard to keep him professional on film. And some of the celebrities that he's designed and worked for. So these guys are so y'all don't know, I'm just gonna put you up on game. You gotta go to the page if you haven't already to get these bios down, okay?
There you go.
All right, thank you for the amplification, Marty. Just a quick survey of the audience here. Raise your hand if you consider yourself an actor. Raise your hand if you're are you a director, producers, models,
I put
singers,
my hand down. Yeah, singers.
tap dancers. So, obviously, we're all in the process of trying to make it. My next question is, what are you doing to hone your craft and take your skills to the next level? What should everybody else here be doing? You don't have to go first.
Give us a number.
Never give up, actually. That's the thing that drives me when it comes to my craft and what I'm good at. And I keep saying decision making because everything takes a choice, and then next it takes a decision to act upon it. So, in the stress and the trials and tribulations that I continuously go through and that we all go through every day, I guess you just have to find that thing that keeps you going and keeps the light going for you to push toward it getting better. And so for me, being a singer and being a model, I just continuously tell myself that this is a talent that I've been given and I'm good at it. And we're our biggest critics, and if I don't take that and run with that, then I'm burying my own self. And so I just continuously find things that's going on here in Sacramento and anywhere that I can get into. I also mentor other young adults and other kids that look up to me that has the same dream and the same goal as myself, and just continuously to give different tips, different materials for them to get better. And a lot of the challenges for me, or one of the challenges for me as being a shorter model, I don't really meet the status quo of a model. You know, when people see models, and not to be biased, it's tall, you know, really, really slim, petite model, and I don't fit that category as a model, but I'm going to continuously do that because to me, I'm a model, and the talent that I have allows me to continue to strut the runway the best way that I can. So my advice and what I can give to you today as far as what you're good at and what you consider yourself is to just keep on pushing.
Oh, you're about to hear some passion today, folks. So honing your craft, I think just stay curious, stay determined, and follow your gut. So whatever for you flows. I'm a Pisces. I love flowing with things. So and I like being curious. So I'll go around a corner and I'll be like, oh, what is this? What if I go through this venture? And follow my gut. And if it feels like I'm going with it, and I go through it 100%. And I commit. And I'm, be brave, like we've learned from our dear friend Pam. And then things like that, you just continue to be brave and push yourself. I love taking classes. I feel like you can never stop learning. So and I'm doing a whole bunch. You go from singing to dancing to acting, and I just started doing some writing classes too. That'll be fun as well. So just keep getting curious, keep studying, and keep doing what flows with you and trust your gut. I can't steer you wrong. Just be confident and have fun.